Psychology says, love is not always what it seems. Not every I love you is true. Sometimes the most charming smiles hide the darkest lies. Sometimes the person you trust the most is the one faking it all. So how do you know when love is real and when it's just a lie dressed up as affection? Today we'll uncover the 10 psychological signs of fake love so you don't lose your soul to someone who never deserved your heart. Let's begin. Sign 1. Inconsistent words and actions. Psychology teaches us consistency is the foundation of trust. A person who truly loves you will keep their words and their actions aligned. But in fake love, there's always a disconnect. They'll say, "I miss you," but won't call you back. They'll promise forever, but disappear when you need them the most. Their words become sugar, and their actions become poison. This inconsistency isn't forgetfulness, it's manipulation. It's a pattern where they say what you want to hear, but act in ways that serve only their convenience. Real love shows up, but fake love shows excuses. Sign 2. Lack of emotional investment. In real love, both hearts beat in sync. In fake love, one heart beats alone. Psychologically, someone who loves you will be emotionally invested in your joys, in your sadness, in your dreams. But a person who is faking it won't ask how your day was, won't notice when you're in pain, won't celebrate your wins. They're physically present but emotionally distant. You begin to feel like you're in a relationship with a ghost, someone who's there, but not really with you. Sign 3. Constant guilt tripping. One of the most toxic behaviors in fake love is emotional manipulation. Psychology calls it guilt projection, where the liar shifts blame to you even when they're at fault. They'll cheat and blame you for being too distant. They'll forget your birthday and say you didn't remind them. They'll lie and make it seem like you're overreacting. This manipulation creates confusion, anxiety, and self-doubt. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You begin to feel guilty for wanting love and respect. But remember, love never feels like walking on eggshells. Fake love does. Sign 4. You always initiate everything psychologically. Effort should flow from both ends in a healthy bond. But in fake love, you're the only one holding the relationship together. You're the one texting first, calling first, making plans, fixing fights. It's always you. They barely try. They make you feel needy for wanting time, attention, or effort. And slowly you begin shrinking your expectations just to keep them close. But the truth is, real love never makes you beg for the basics. Sign 5. Public versus private behavior. A very subtle sign of fake love is when someone acts differently when you're alone versus when others are watching. In public, they'll act like the perfect partner, holding your hand, praising you, calling you babe. But behind closed doors, they're cold, critical, or even cruel. This is called performative affection, when love is used as a social mask instead of an emotional bond. It's not about you, it's about their image. And psychology says anyone who loves you only when others are watching doesn't love you at all. Sign 6. No future planning with you. Someone who loves you plans a future with you. Someone faking love avoids it. If they dodge conversations about commitment, if they say, let's just go with the flow for years, if they make no effort to include you in their long-term vision, that's not love. That's time pass. Psychology suggests that people who are emotionally invested begin to weave their partner into their life goals. If your name isn't in their future, don't keep them in your present. Sign 7. Conditional affection. Real love is unconditional. Fake love is full of conditions. They'll only be nice when you do what they want. They'll give affection when you agree with them. They'll shower love when you obey, and go cold when you speak your truth. This is classic transactional love, where you're loved based on performance, not presence. Psychologically, this damages self-worth. It teaches you that love is something you must earn, but love that comes with conditions will leave the moment you stop performing. Sign 8. You feel alone in their presence. One of the saddest signs of fake love. You feel lonelier with them than without them. They don't listen. They don't ask. They don't support. They don't see you, even when you're standing right there. This emotional abandonment creates a silent suffering. You begin to feel invisible. Psychology says being alone is not the same as being unseen in a relationship. If your heart constantly feels ignored, you're not loved. You're tolerated. Sign 9. They avoid accountability. Fake lovers hate accountability. They never admit mistakes. They twist facts. They gaslight you. They'll say things like, "You're too sensitive. You always overthink. It's not a big deal." Psychologically, this creates emotional dissonance, where you stop trusting your own feelings. But a real lover says, "I hurt you. I'm sorry." Fake love says, "You're crazy." Remember, anyone who refuses to take responsibility is choosing their ego over your heart. Sign 10. Your intuition keeps warning you. Lastly, psychology believes in the power of gut instinct. Even when your mind is confused, your heart knows. Something feels off. Something doesn't add up. Something in you whispers, "This love isn't real." And you try to silence that voice. You try to justify. You try to fix, to forgive, to forget. But deep down, your soul already knows. You're loving someone who isn't loving you back. Fake love is the loudest in the beginning and the emptiest in the end. But don't let the pain of one liar close your heart to the truth of real love. You are worthy of someone whose love feels like peace. Someone who won't confuse you, use you, or bruise you. Someone who loves you not because you're perfect, but because your soul is pure. So walk away from fake love, not with bitterness, but with dignity. Because the moment you stop chasing lies, you make space for the truth to arrive. And real love always finds its way to a heart that refuses to settle. Thanks for watching.